This not a long time ago, not too long ago, I just told a guy, I said, you do zhanzhuang that way, you screw up your shoulder blade. And that means your spine is screwed up. You can have sensations and everything fine. But do you know you're going to get struck too? That's a very big possibility, because you look at the behind the back, the shoulder blade and the neck area, it tense up. Okay, never loose. So the chi flow will flow in a different direction. It's not balancing direction. Okay. So this is the fact. Remember, number one is the law, so that you can certain you know what happened, so you can check. Number two is the style, and the style still has to follow the law. And speaking of style, you don't mix. Like your Wing Chun mix with Chai Lei Fa, how the heck is that happen? The body is totally different. The body conditions style. One is like a snake body, another one is what they call the flying gyro type. It's totally different. How can you mix these two styles together? You can. Okay? You can switch back and forth if you're very good. Okay? If you can master your body, you can switch back and forth. But you cannot saying that, oh, this is Wing Chun. Forget about it. Okay? But I'm tired of quarreling this time, arguing this kind of thing. Why? What's the point, right? I am more interested in to make sure the proper thing passed down, especially come to the West, it is properly propagated in the West, not screwing up people by boasting whole bunch of stuff, okay? And this apply in different places. And let me get you an example which is I have experienced for 10 years, okay? I practiced or investigated in the Six Healing Sound for 10 years. I go through 4 teachers, and all of them relate to Ma Li Tang, okay, the grandmaster who brought the Six Healing Sound out to public. This is all the books, different versions of Ma Li Tang book, including this is a chart. Okay? And I go through 4 teachers. So this is all the book I read, okay? Just for Six Healing Sound itself. But you know what? This stack of book, only this one can stay. These all ought to be burned because all are wrong. Then you ask me, how come it can be wrong? Well, let me tell you. After it get me fed up with everybody, whatever I do inside according to it, but it doesn't get result. There's a cause and effect, a causal system in this world, okay, physical world, but it doesn't give result, and it go get even damaging result and so forth. So I go and check out, dig deep. You know what? They use Ma Li Tang's name. They wrote book. There are people who never practice it, just copy to wrote book. They are the guy who had relationship with Ma Li Tang, but know nothing about it, wrote books. Okay? So that's how book it is. And even the book they wrote, which is good, they do not check it. So if you say you read this all, following the chart, and you can get even the basic entrance of the Six Healing Sound, I say you are dreaming. So can I prove that? Sure. I went through so many teachers. After I found the one who know, very simple. There are certain places in the body which is when they make the sound, they need to make that as a focal point, and the spine and so forth. Okay, and we can even do scientifically using spectrum analyzer, like you analyze the earthquake, so forth. You take the sample and you look at the spectrum analyzer, the frequency component of each sound. You can very precisely pinpoint. Is it in the range, in the ballpark, or it's totally off? And most people is off. Most video CD out there is off. Okay? So again, it is like your iPhone, your product, and so forth. You cannot rely on something which is fuzzy and unrepeatable, no quality control. It's damaging people. I have a lot of friends who practice six healing sound in China who told me there's a whole bunch of people who is sick and poor, and sometimes they have very deep sickness or advanced sickness. They hope that the six healing sound can help them, and they pass away and so forth. A lot of sad story. So for me, is that what is the responsibility? So I bring this up because it's my experience, okay? And I want to tell you how many Tai Chi books you read, okay? I have, if not thousands, hundreds of the articles I have been reading, okay? But how many is trustable? How many of them even know about the law and the style and the variations? Go check out. That is how dangerous is it to look at the book, say, oh, because this is have a Chinese name and have a master, grandmaster, and everything. A lot of things is boasting, is blown out of proportions, and cannot deliver. Okay. So that is what you call Qigong. Okay, internal art, ancient arts from Grandmaster Ma Li Tang. Is Grandmaster Ma Li Tang fault? No, of course not, right? But you don't know what the guy who follow him, you know, student doesn't mean that they know all what their Sifu taught. Okay? And the guy with the relationship with it might be good, might be totally doesn't know a thing, but just use the name of the Grandmaster. Okay? So you have to be careful. Have to fulfill the law. Chinese have been doing a lot of crazy stuff since history. One thing I can tell you is this. In the Buddhism, there is what they call the Great Compassionate Mantra, or Dharani Mantra. Okay? Within Dharani Mantra, there is a 42 mudra for practice samadhis and siddhi. Okay? This type of stuff. Okay? Now let me tell you a story. In the Ming Dynasty, the first emperor who built the Ming Dynasty was a monk before he became an emperor. So guess what? When he became emperor, because he knows this mudra and siddhi stuff in Dharani Mantra is real, guess what? He asked people to purposely distort the whole practice. Okay? And thus, nobody get it because it is distorted. Only very few monks have that in secret. Okay? So, this is what the reality is. So I'm not saying that which people is no good, which people is good, and all those. I don't. Okay, I just want to tell you a truth that, please, for heaven's sake, follow the law. That's number one. Make that the first priority. The second, only style. And if the style do not follow the law, do not touch it. Okay, because law governs styles. Okay. So this is for you today, and I hope that after you listen to me, you think about it. Get a good Sifu who have attainment, a coach, a teacher who really have attainment. Don't go read the book and say, well, I know it. I do Zhanzhuang, I have this feeling, I know it. Get a real good coach who have attainment. And ask him to teach you. That way, to the minimum you will get in a safe ballpark. Even, no guarantee everybody have advanced Kung Fu, but at least it's not going to do dangers or damage, okay? So this is the video I want to make today. Okay, so again, I won't say who is good, who is bad, everything. I just ask you guys to please look at the law. Remember, law of physics, law of all this thing. Second is the style, but law always govern. Never violate it. Okay? So this is for you today.